5 reasons. Ancient Egypt was black. The fact that the ancient Egyptians were black and African was so completely self-evident to the ancient Greeks and Persians that it was a routine rarely worthy of special notice. Don't take it from me. Even Herodotus himself, the father of history, documents these facts. We're about to drop some knowledge that'll blow your mind smoother than a pyramid-shaped blunt. Let's talk about ancient Egypt. You know, that place where whitewashing history is a full-time gig. Why does it matter? Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's address the elephant in the room. Why the heck do we care about the skin color of people who've been dead for millennia? Well, for starters, ancient Egypt was the OG of civilization. They invented everything from toothpaste to the concept of timekeeping. So, yeah, it's kind of important to know who these genius, melanin-rich masterminds were. Evidence is black and white now. Let's get down to business. Here are 5 reasons why ancient Egypt was as black as the bottom of a shoe. 1. Royal flush of blackness. Meet Myherpri, a nobleman so fly. He was buried in the Valley of the Kings. His mummy was darker than a midnight rendezvous, and his portraits look like a sepia-toned Instagram filter gone right. And let's not forget Queen Nefertari, a melanin goddess whose skin tone was apparently so divine, people worshipped it. Talk about glow-up goals. 2. KEMET, the Black Land. The Egyptians called their homeland KEMET, which translates to the Black Land. That's like naming your country Chocolate Town or Ebony Acres. It's not subtle, people. Plus, they called themselves Kamiu, meaning blacks. It's like they were trying to make a point. 3. Good is black, evil is red. In Egyptian mythology, the good guys were black as night, while the baddies were as red as a sunburn. It's like the ancient Egyptians were trying to tell us something about race relations. 4. Sun gods and geography. The Egyptians drew the sun's path across the sky, starting from the left, even though they lived in the northern hemisphere. This might seem like a small detail, but it's like saying the Earth is flat. It's just plain wrong. Unless, of course, they were trying to tell us something about their African origins. 5. Punt, the OG homeland. The Egyptians traced their ancestry back to Punt, a region that covers modern-day Ethiopia, Somalia, and northern Kenya. It's like saying your family tree starts in the heart of Africa. So, there you have it. The evidence is as clear as day, or as dark as night, depending on your perspective. Ancient Egypt was black, and anyone who tells you otherwise is probably selling beachfront property in the Sahara. It's time to rewrite the history books and give credit where credit is due.